afternoon, class. Today we're going to talk about Pattern Making 101, the tools of the trade. So the first thing I'd like to introduce to you is the lined ruler. This is going to be your essential tool for measuring. You want the clear graph ruler, and you need to make sure that you never use a knife with this. You need to maintain a nice straight edge. You, of course, since we are working here in the United States, you want imperial sizing versus metric, so that means you want the inches. Then a couple of key tools that you need for working in straight lines. This is called the L ruler. This is an essential tool that you'll need in order to create straight lines that are perpendicular to one another. The other helpful tool that we have is the triangle ruler, which will also help create lines that are squared with one another. Then we have a set of curved rulers that will be essential. The first one is called the hip curve ruler. It has this bean-like shape at the top, and it has a gentle curve around. This is an essential tool for necklines, for princess lines, when we go to do curves, gentle curves, sleeves. Then we have the hip curve tool. This is an essential tool for drafting the hips on skirts and on trousers. It has a longer extension. Then we have a couple of smaller rulers. These are called sleigh curves. They help get into various style lines when we do necklines and shaped darts. This is called the French curve. It has a very elegant swirl to it. This is an essential tool for, again, getting into shaped, curved darts, necklines, stylized seams. Then I want to talk about, that's your essential rulers. I want to talk about scissors for a moment. So in the kit, you'll have a large set of scissors that you order. This scissors should be dedicated for pattern making only. You never want to mix your pattern making scissors with your fabric scissors that you're going to use in your sewing class or in your draping class. You are going to need two pairs of scissors, one that's dedicated for pattern making only, paper only, and another that's for fabric. Then a couple of other tools of the trade to have on hand. This is called an awl, A-W-L. It is, you'll see it has a sharp point here, so be careful. This is for punching holes later on when we get into darts and pivoting. Then there are hooks that you'll need to get in order to maintain your pattern making tools to keep them all together. You'll need some sort of a pin cushion when we get into the muslins. You can either use the version like this that's for your wrist, or you can have an actual rounded pin cushion. A box of pins for when you do your muslin pinning. Weights doesn't matter which kind, but they're very helpful to stabilize the workspace when we're using fabric or paper. A tracing wheel, you want not the kind you can get from Joann's. You want to use the one in the kit. It has a wooden handle. It has the thicker ridge. It's more stable. It's going to give you more weight on that when you're going to press in. Measuring tape. Again, you want the imperial or inches version, but it should be very clear and defined. You will want to have for yourself a seam ripper. Marking tools. We'll be using number 2 pencils. I like to use the mechanical pencils that I find they're easier to have a whole pack with you because, of course, the lead breaks very easily, but you're going to want to keep if it's a regular pencil, very sharp, a sharpener with you at all times, or a whole range of the mechanical pencils. As far as an eraser, you're going to have one of the regular rubber erasers to clean it off. And then you'll want there is a ruler that will be sending a digital file to you for the half scale models. So Those are the essential tools that we'll be working with in the classroom that you'll be getting with your kit. Later on in our first class, we will be tracing off your first set of blocks. You'll be doing a small series of these in the oak tag papers. These will become your reference material for all of the projects that we do throughout the semester. Sorry, one last tool I forgot to mention earlier that comes in your kit is called a notcher. And as we go through our demonstrations, I'll show how to use this piece.